What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another Clash mini video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be showing you the sneak peeks and the live gameplay of the Royal Ghost and the Skeleton King that was just in the mini minute today. I wanted to make this video at around noon when usually my videos do release. A little bit different mix up here. Probably the next mini minute we'll be putting it out the moment the mini minute airs. I just wanted to try something different on this one. Let me know in the comments below if you think I should just put it out the moment the mini minute is there. That's probably where I'm leaning towards, but you know what? Innovation means you're gonna have to mix it up sometimes and see what works and see what doesn't work. But here we go. We're gonna be looking at the Skeleton King. Underneath me, you're going to be seeing the level 4 and the level 8 stats for the Skeleton King, but we are going to be going over the level 10 Skeleton King right here at max. Spooky Pop is going to be its super. Swing his mace, dealing 3 damage and knocking back nearby enemies. Pretty good ability here, but it does require good positioning of the Skeleton King to be used super efficiently. How dare you? Attack deals 1 bonus damage to isolated enemies. Now, Skeleton King doesn't have a ton of HP, so it is interesting how to use this ability. It really doesn't get too much value, but when it does get revived from the grave, that's where this ability, in my opinion, really does work and excels. I am back. Boast. Gain 1 soul upon being KO'd. Come back to life with 6 HP and 6 HP per soul. So every single time a mini gets eliminated onto the board by the Skeleton King, you are going to gain another 6 hit points when the Skeleton King revives. Skeleton King does 2 damage per hit. Very interesting here that it does 2 damage per hit. I believe this is the only hero currently in the game that does 2 damage per hit to start. 20 HP is going to be his HP pool at level 10. He's going to hit at 0.55 hits per second, so not that fast comparatively to other heroes. And then 6 is going to be the energy cost. You're going to have 10 energy cost at level 1, then 8 at level 4, and then 6 ultimately at level 10. Next up, we are going to be going over the Royal Ghost. Royal Ghost is going to have a super, become invisible for 4 seconds. This is actually super clutch because it has a very, very low HP. We'll get into that in just a second when we go over the stats. And it is able to reposition and get value, charging up another super. Surprise is going to be its first star ability. Attacks deal 1 bonus damage to isolated enemies. Isolated pretty much just means no of your allies are nearby the Royal Ghost as it is doing damage. Ghost Army is going to be its 2nd star ability. Grants invisible to nearby allies for a short time. So at the beginning of the battle, nearby allies on the left and the right hand side of the Royal Ghost, we're going to be showing you that in the gameplay in just a second, become invisible and untargetable for the enemy, which is actually crazy for strategy because their front line actually goes behind them. It's awesome. Watch it in the gameplay. You're going to be amazed. Humble. Heal 6 HP over 3 seconds after defeating an enemy. This is actually really, really clutch because the Royal Ghost, let's actually go over here, only has 4 HP. So if you are going to get invisibility and you are going to get humble, so you are going to have a 2-star Royal Ghost, you're going to have 6 HP on the Royal Ghost. You could heal all of your HP back after defeating an enemy and then go invisible again after being full HP, then destroy something, go back to full HP, go back invisible, and continue to do that over and over again. Huge strategies. You're going to actually see that in some of the gameplay as well. It's pretty cool when it does happen, and it's a very, very unique ability and a very unique mini to the game. I actually like both of these new minis, but let's actually show you them in some gameplay so you guys can figure out for yourself if you guys are going to enjoy them for yourselves. All right, here we go versus a Shield Maiden player here, and we're going to put our minis like this. Okay, so we're going to be putting our minis in a line on to the right-hand side here. He's going to have a P.E.K.K.A. P.E.K.K.A. is going to be going after my Skeleton King. Skeleton King is going to knock some things away as the Skeleton King is going to pick up 2 kills right here, and we are going to be looking pretty good with this Skeleton King. The Skeleton King is going to get taken out, and look at that, reviving with so much HP. If you are able to get 1 or 2 kills with your Skeleton King like we did right there, it is massive value. Okay, so now we're going to get our Royal Ghost, and we're going to get the grants invisible nearby allies invisibility, and then we're going to put it like this. What this is going to do is it's going to make my front line completely invisible, and we are just going to be able to take out his back line. As you can see, his minis move all the way to the front, and we are able to get so much value like that. And just like that, it's gonna look good, and bang, as our Skeleton King has 3 souls, which means it would heal for 24 HP, which is more HP than it actually has. So it would heal for full HP on that next go around. Okay, so now what we are now going to do is, I think that's pretty good there. I'm going to slow down the front line. That's going to be coming at me, and I'm going to kind of boost up my units in the back. No, I'm going to get critical strike on my Barbarian King. Barbarian. I should have put the boast ability to do 1 extra damage to everything around it, but just like that, as you can see, his minis move all the way to the front, and look at that, Skeleton King just knocking everything away, not really using too much of the boast ability, but it does not matter as we pick up a victory there in round number 3. All right, here for our last matchup, we are going to be playing versus an Archer Queen player. We're going to get down a Mini P.E.K.K.A. and a Barbarian. Mini P.E.K.K.A. and a Royal Ghost is what we are going to do here. So we do have a Mini P.E.K.K.A. We do have a Royal Ghost on both sides. Okay, we're going to be going out here, and we are going to be in an interesting spot here, as this Archer Queen is putting in a little work in the back, but we do go to the back, and we do clear it out with the Skeleton King. 3 damage right there on the last shot because it was isolated. There was no nearby allies. Now, I wonder what happens if... well, can't really do it. I was trying to find a way to get a Royal Ghost and a Mini P.E.K.K.A. there, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to just invisibility them to the back line. Maybe that's a good strategy versus Archer Queens. Once again, he's going to play very, very aggressively here with his Archer Queen. It's not going to work out for him this time, as we should be able to pick up a victory pretty easily, as my Skeleton King is going to come out and it is going to take care of business there. GG in round number 2. Round number 3, I really want to do this, but I also want to make sure I get this. This is all I really cared about. I want to see how well this works. I'm actually going to scrap that. I'm going to get trigger, and I'm going to go like this. So let's see how awesome this strategy is. It's everything in the front lines and just going out for our last potential round of the match. Look at this. They aren't doing anything, as his entire army is going to crumble. Look at that. I'm sneaky invisibility with the Royal Ghost, as look at that. Didn't really work out as well as I wanted to, but we still are going to pick up the victory there. GG, well played. All right, here we go versus another Archer Queen player. Now, with this map right here, I want to re-roll. All right, I'm going to get this. With this map right here, this is the mirror map. I actually want to see, I haven't seen yet, if the mirror does in fact... Okay, so it does. So my Skeleton Kings are actually going to get revived here, which is actually really interesting. And look at this, as the Skeleton King is going to survive there and take out the Archer Queen. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. I'm sorry and apologize for the uploads not being as frequent as I want. Unfortunately, just work picked up very, very heavily. It's starting to slow down just a little bit now to where I'm going to be able to make videos more frequently once again. I'm going to try to be on a every other day, potentially every day cycle. I'll let you guys know how work shapes up for that. But thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. There's going to be more Skeleton King and more Royal Ghost gameplay on this channel until the update goes live. But thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. I love each and every single one of you guys. I'll see you guys next time.